You're planning on traveling to the Italian Dolomites. Well, I went on an epic week-long summer adventure, and in this video, I'm gonna share with you everything you need to know to plan your own adventure. Let's go. How do you get to the Italian Dolomites, and where are they? So the Italian Dolomites are a mountain region located in northern Italy, and it's best known for outdoor adventures like hiking or rock climbing or skiing in the winter months. My trip was in the summer, so this video is going to focus on summer hiking adventures. To get to the Italian Dolomites, you can either fly into Venice, Milan, or Austria. From there, you can rent a car, take a bus, or train to get to the Dolomites. What I personally did was fly to Munich, Germany, meet up with my friend in Rosenheim because she had a van, and with her van we went down to the Dolomites, and that was around 3.5 or 4 hours, which is amazing. I feel like everything in Europe is so easily accessible. If you are driving from Germany to the Dolomites, be sure to check the Austrian toll regulations. We did have to get a toll permit to drive through that section of the road trip. Something else to be cautious about when road tripping in the Dolomites is to make sure to be careful of the speed limits and obey the speed limits. They have these like sneaky little speed traps all over that my German friend Polly was very aware of, so make sure you're aware of those. As far as communication, so they speak a mix of languages. It's really a mixing pot area, Italian, German, but also I was able to get by with English. Just in case, I always recommend downloading Google Maps just to have the map, the offline map, and also Google Translate in the different languages, so worst case you're able to communicate with someone. Should you rent a car or where should you stay? So like I said earlier, I personally went with a camper van, and I thought that adventure was really fun. You could also rent a car, and they have a whole range of different types of accommodations, from hostels to really luxury high-end accommodations in the Dolomites. If you're renting a camper van, you can also look for campsites and stay at campgrounds. All the other options of accommodation are available. Typically my go-to when I travel internationally or even in the United States is looking for accommodation on Airbnb, but I found the best success in Europe with Booking.com. There I'm able to filter for what's available during the date range that I want to go, and then you can also put a filter of your budget and how much you want to spend, and I found that there were all sorts of great options available on Booking.com. Another tip that I strongly recommend for Booking.com is to make sure there are an adequate amount of reviews for the place that you want to stay at or you're looking at going to. How long should you stay? My road trip to the Italian Dolomites was for 1 week, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a perfect amount of time to adventure in this mountain, beautiful area. What time of year should you visit? So my trip was mid-September, and I thought it was perfect. It wasn't too crowded, the weather was still lovely. It did get cold, but I thought it was really great. So peak travel for the Dolomites is going to be the summer months, June, July, and August. August is the absolute peak because that's when Italians themselves are off and have holidays, so they will be traveling everywhere, and everyone from all of Europe and the United States and all the other countries as well, everyone's traveling then. I loved going in September because it wasn't as crowded, it was still so beautiful and green. Yeah, and it was really perfect. And the flowers are blooming, it's absolutely beautiful. The fall time, fall in the Dolomites looks like an absolute dream. So that's typically around September to November, when I'd say, from what I've observed, is October is the peak of fall there, but fall is always really hard to time. That should be the peak though. Winter, so December to March, is the best time to go skiing and snowboarding. Dolomites are home to many amazing ski resorts, so you could definitely check those out. It is worth noting that the weather in the Dolomites can be extremely unpredictable. As with any mountain area, when I was there in September, it was sunny and nice most of the trip, and then one night there was a random massive snowstorm, and it was freezing, like bone-chilling freezing. So you want to make sure that you pack adequate layers for all different types of weather temperatures. Also, during peak season, it's recommended to book accommodation in advance if you do decide to go with the hotel route, because things can definitely sell out quickly. What should you pack? Layers. Layers. Those are so important, and really good hiking boots. I love my Oboz hiking boots. You could also check out Blundstones. And then the other option that I would recommend is, I have a video, I will link it here, on how to pack for winter winter adventures if you do decide to go in more like winter cold weather trip to the Dolomites. But for the summer, for hiking adventures, layers, 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 and good hiking boots, and then your backpack and water bottle. Okay, so now we have the best places to go. Oh, the Dolomites blew me away. Just such a breathtaking, beautiful place on earth. I have a full video that I will link here. That was my vlog of my week-long adventure of the Italian Dolomites with Polly and Jaro. It was such an awesome road trip adventure. This video is more of a logistical planning one. These are the spots that we went to: Saseda, Caesar Alm, Belvedere des Alpes de Suisse, Geyser Alm, Val de Funes, Lago di Carezza, Passo di Giao, Lago Sorapis, Tre Cime di Lavadero, Misurina, and Lago di Brais. Check out my vlog that I'll link here that has all of these adventures more in depth and really shows you the behind the scenes of all of these places and just us being goofy on the adventures. And lastly, what food to try. I could talk about Italian food forever. I really believe it is among the best food in the world. Pizza, pasta, gelato, just on rotation. And you feel amazing about it when you eat it there too, because the Italians, it's their food. They're doing it right. It's clean, it's delicious, it's so good. It's just, oh, every meal we had pizza, pasta, and gelato, and it was just like warms the heart. So amazing. It's good for the soul, and especially after like hiking in the mountains as well, and some of the places it was freezing cold, and then being able to go to a refugio and get like a warm soup and then a pizza and a pasta and then like a gelato. It's just the best. In summary, the Italian Dolomites are a breathtaking region located in northern Italy. It is so incredibly worth planning a trip there. If you are a nature, adventure, and outdoor lover, you will love the Italian Dolomites. Truly among the most beautiful places I have ever seen in my life. And yeah, so to plan your trip there, you will want to pick when you want to go, what kind of activities you want to do there, pick a date on the calendar, where you want to stay, book it, and make your dream trip happen. I hope this video was helpful. If you did find it helpful, it would mean a lot if you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions, and I am Mahna Ghafori across all social channels. Here's to living your most extraordinary life. See you in the next one.